All right, so I want you to stand over here. Just stay focused, okay? All right, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we live life on life's terms, right? So we can't just expect everybody else to change for us, all right? So it's super important that anytime that we see her, if she's looking at another dog, that's one thing. But the moment that she starts loading, which is where she looks, and usually if she's panting, she'll kind of key in, right? So the moment that she does that, I don't waste time on a 7. I go 14 and I give the correction. So for example, if she sees a dog that really triggers her, you want to make sure that that correction comes quickly and that you stay calm, okay? So you stay calm, you continue walking, and then you would correct the behavior, okay? So those are my 3 C's of reactivity. Stay calm, continue walking, correct, all right? So ultimately, the order that this all goes in is correction, redirection, reward. So if I wanted her to leave it, and I said leave it, and I corrected her for looking at you, leave it, then I would pay her for coming back to me, right? So this is, I used the vibration that time actually. Good girl. Yeah, you're doing so good. So I just did a basic recall that time.
Okay.
No. Good. Good girl. Yeah, you're so pretty. So for example, if she saw a dog that really triggered her, then I would want to obviously correct her for the behavior. I use a very calm negative marker like or no, or it doesn't matter what you say. It matters what you do. Okay? So it matters more the tone that you say it with.
Right.
All right? So ultimately that's the goal, is to stay nice and calm and to remember that you really just want to keep the dog's threshold for anxiety very low. Okay? So when another dog comes around, I don't even look at them. I honestly, I completely ignore them. So it's very easy for my dog that's with me to ignore them because I'm not giving any life to it. I'm not putting any emphasis on it. Does that make sense? So usually when a dog gets corrected for reactivity, you usually have 5 phases that they go through, okay? The first phase is avoidance. That's where they literally will they'll see the other dog, you give them that big correction, and then they go through the avoidance phase where they actually want to move away from that dog, okay? Phase 2 is aversion, okay? So they can be on the same side of you, but they can't look. They'll look completely away from the dog, okay? So they'll literally avert their eyes away. The third step is tolerance. That's where they can they might be kind of still panting really hard, but ultimately they just kind of touch their eyes on that dog over and over again. And then there's acceptance. And acceptance is where they can just do kind of what she's doing right now, where she's staring at you. She's not really staring at you, she's just looking at you and she's just breathing, okay? So ultimately that's, if I can get a dog to acceptance, then I've done my job.
Okay.
The last phase is interaction. And interaction is questionable. It's like, if I want this dog to meet a cat or to meet another dog, then that's fine. That's fine. I mean, they're welcome to do it. If they're safe, then they're welcome to do it. If I don't feel 100% about that dog meeting the other dog, then I'm just not gonna let it happen, right? And I can be content with the acceptance. So I have a surprise for you guys. You want to come over? So Layla has agreed to be our distraction today.
Oh my goodness.
So I was talking to her this morning and I was like, this will be really good because they apparently like lose it around each other. So this will be good for both of them. So I want you to notice something. If you ignore Layla, then she might whine a little bit, but I keep my negative markers very calm. And I just kind of ignore her and just kind of let it be, and she doesn't do anything, all right? And then I'm already at a level 2 right now. And what that means is I need to be able to cut through that level of anxiety. Enough. I need to be able to cut through that level of anxiety with a 14, all right? So we have a whining thing going on right now. Read it. Let's go. Good. Sit. So ultimately, I'm going to pet her here in just a second because I know she's like dying. I haven't seen her forever. But ultimately, like, they don't have to lose it in front of each other just because it's that dog, right?
Yeah.
It's that specific dog that I always have issues with. A lot of times it's just anxiety. It's like I want to get to them so bad that I'm just going to sit here and whine, and I've got so much anxiety. So to bring down that anxious threshold, then I would cut through, all right? So, are you at baseline? Hi. What's your baseline today?
It's an 8.
An 8? Okay, so I want you to go to a 16, all right? Sit.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, leave it, and then turn back around. Are you on constant? Is the e-collar synced? Is it synced up?
Yeah.
Okay. So double check it. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just give it some loose tops if that would work better. So sometimes to cut through that anxiety, you actually have to level up a little bit. And you won't have time to go 7, 8, 9, 10. You literally just go and you got to turn it up, okay? So, for example, if we're in a walk, he's going to stay stationary for a second, and I'm just going to walk past. This is my path right here. So I'll give her correction here, but ultimately, I just want her to go sit on the canopy, okay? Yes. Yes. No. Sit. All right. So I can't control Blake and Layla. I can't, right? I can just focus on what's going on right here. So all I know is that I'm gonna stay calm, I'm gonna continue walking, and I'm gonna correct the behavior, okay? So yes, I do use the e-collar and the leash to correct reactivity, but I typically don't even notice the dog being reactive. What I first notice is that they're out of heel, okay? Then a lot of people say, well, don't use obedience to correct a behavioral issue. And I agree with that. I don't like, if a dog's barking, I don't put them in a sit to avoid them barking at the other person. I put them in a sit because I'm stopped. I put them in a sit because I'm stationary. I don't use it to distract them from the reactivity, okay? So, for example, if I'm watching, or if I'm walking past here, I don't say watch to get her to like look at me. No, like she's already supposed to do that, and I would pay her if she did, all right? But we just keep moving, right? Like I don't focus on that dog. I don't put her in a sit and make her look at the dog until they pass, okay? All right, go ahead and have Layla pass through here really quick. Give her a couple taps on the electric there. She's like, no, I need to say hi to somebody. There we go. Good. All right, and Maya's just breathing away. She's good. You see that? All right, so I'm going to swap really quick, and I'm going to handle Layla for a second.
I have to get a picture of our helper. Look who showed up also is our little Levi.
Wow, Maya is like so much better than Layla. She's amazing.
Makes sense? Any questions about that?
So we're hanging out here while they walk around.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's like, I'm not paying attention.
She's in avoidance right now, so just step around her there. There you go, and don't let her get back in there. Okay? There you go.
That was sweet of them to come. No. I have always thought that it's not the dogs like meeting each other, it's the fact that there's a fence between them.
I agree. That has a lot to do with it, and it's the same as being just restrained, like a dog. Like, you know, I don't know, but because they're both sweet.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to see Levi.
It tends to like cut up her neck. And
Oh
she's
yeah,
got
she
these
has
nasty
really
sores.
sensitive neck, so yeah, you're so precious. Oh, awesome.
I know. I'm your second favorite. I'm your second favorite in our house. Bob's number one. Yeah.
Here's my Levi.
Good girl.
Yes,
All
I
right,
love you.
Propeller, and then come here.
Oh yeah, I turned it to 48
Oh
when she was
shoot!
listening.
I better turn that down.
What was it up to?
48.
I actually did that yesterday too.
Sit.
Like sitting there just playing with it, like, oh no.
Well, she wasn't responding, so.
Let's go.
I'm doing a lot of the porta johnies.
With Layla, all I'm gonna do is just the same exact thing. What we were talking about is the reactivity process and kind of the mindset that the dog goes through whenever they're like about to have a reactive event. And typically it starts with just kind of looking, and it's just kind of like, okay, I see the thing, right? They see that whatever the decoy might be. The second thing that happens is they start loading. That's usually the kind of like this very slow, intense lean forward, and you're like, they're about to do something right now. All right, bring her over here closer. So ultimately, right now she's looking, all right? Still looking. Good, okay, good girl. I'm not doing anything at all. Oh goodness, she's like, I gotta get back to my parents. What do I do? I'm not even doing anything, you goofy. Come here.
Why doesn't she do that when she sees her through the fence?
Did you
I
see
don't
that?
know. They're both doing like mine.
I didn't do a single thing, okay? So all I'm gonna do is you're gonna keep her where she is, and I'm gonna let Layla come up behind her and sniff her booty, okay? Give her sniffs. Good girl. So, leave it. Good. Yes, good girl. And I'll pay her for giving me eye contact, okay? Wait. Go say hi. Sniff her booty. Sniff her booty.
You want to touch booties to each other?
Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Good girl. So just a few seconds at a time, okay? So when I'm introducing dogs on the leash, I'm really careful about how much tension is on the leash. And I'm also really careful about how long I'm giving them the ability to deal with that dog, all right? So it happens in short bursts at first. I might do 1 second, and then 2 seconds, and then 5 seconds, and then 10 seconds, okay? And then I'll do some walking. Good girl. You say hi? Good girl. Yeah. Look at you. What's funny is they have no idea how similar they are.
I know.
Like,
like
it's
twins.
so funny to me how, like, not only in appearance, but also just in their personalities, you know? Layla down. Good. All right, so I just held that electric until she laid down, okay? All right, now bring Maya around to Layla's bottom. We're gonna go that way. No. Down. Follow the booty. Just point it out to her. Good. Just walk her right up. I see you. Yes, you're so pretty. Good girl. You see me? Good. Move your face away there, son. Good girl. Very good. Good job. That was so good. Her head is huge. I feel like her head and her neck are like beefy or something. Has she been on a sled dog team for the last year?
Yeah. It's all the babysitting she does.
We've been doing lots of shoulder shrugs.
Girl. All right.
Don't forget about little man.
We're literally just gonna walk with each other. Okay, so you're gonna walk behind me for just a second. We're just gonna practice some stop and sits first. So we're gonna stop right here. Yes, good girl. Very nice. We're gonna be best of friends. Yeah. Go on walks together. Let's go. We're just gonna do a little circle here. Easy. Good. Easy.
She's like wanting to show you, like, look at my sit, look at my sit.
Good. Yes, pair. Very good.
Good girl.
All right, break. Tell her break. Tell her break. Break. She can do whatever she wants to.
Break, go on. Good girl. Good job.
Jealousy happens here. Get your leash control back. Good. Very good. You say hello. Say hi. Good girl, Layla. Good girl. Very nice. Good job. Yes.
Good job, Layla. You're so pretty. I've never gotten to say hello to you because it's always such an issue with you two.
Poor baby.
We could be good friends if we just understood.
Yes. Good
Good
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
You two are great.
Good job.
Wow, you guys.
There you go.
Where's my? Go say hi.
Go say hi. Go say hi. Oh, sweet baby. Maya. You say hello. Yes.
Sit. Alright. This is good. This is really good. Alright, so I'm going to keep her collar on, and I'm going to clip it to my pocket right here. And I'm just going to use her prong collar and leash. Okay. Here, let's go.
Coordinated sit.
Can you take over? You ought to do the next like educational thing, like if that way you learn these things. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Sit. Yes, good girl.
They're so cute together.
Can't wait to show this to Dad.
I know, Dad's gonna be amazed. Bob is gonna be amazed.
Oh, I know.
Let's go.
He's not gonna believe it. Good thing you got video.
Girl. You see what I'm doing?
Putting them on the
Giving her a
same
chance to
side.
Sniffer and everything. Good girl. Good. Layla, leave it. Layla. Sit.
Hello. Nautical. Thinking through. Me too. They're being so good. We've waved. Yeah, I feel like I've met you guys, but like,
to be like, is Maya out? Is Layla out?
yeah. But I was petting Layla. I was like, I've never got to actually meet you because I'm always like trying to raise Maya inside.
Yeah, I was trying to like.
Yeah.
Look at them laying around. And now they're
I will say,
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats on
Thank
getting
you.
wasn't it just on the way to this?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, we won't try this out.
Okay.
Layla
I mean, I
acts
would
so
walk
much
together.
better with him too.
Girls, this is good.
We can have the collar on her.
Hey.
You know.
Daddy. Good job. That was great.
You trained Layla really well.
Yes, you did.
You trained
Layla.
Good. So this is normal stuff. Like, for example, like she's close to him, who is Layla's like brother. She's close to Grandma. She's close to you, and she didn't guard you, right? So all of that is stuff that you want to slowly acclimate to. So obviously, like, you know, it takes time sometimes, but you don't. As long as you stay calm, keep breathing, continue walking, and correct the bad behavior, then it'll eventually just fade off. They're two dogs that are both tend to carry a lot of anxiety, but with the structured walking, that anxiety just kind of melts away.
Yeah.
All right, and then too, like the times where the doorbell rings and they lose it and go absolutely crazy, you would correct that. And that also keeps the threshold of anxiety low, because she knows that it's no longer a possibility to be allowed to do that anymore.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Excellent.
I'm so
job.
proud of
How's
you
it going?
two.
Good, how are you guys?
Doing good. Hi, buddy. Sit.
Thanks for letting Layla come, everyone.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much.
I
This
was
is so
scared. I was
awesome.
just like,
And look what
Yeah.
look what I won.
Yeah, the best prize ever.
Bob's gonna be jealous about this too. I got to hold you.
He is so cute.
he's
How
big.
big is he weigh?
I think
Oh
he's
my
like
goodness.
22 or 23 pounds.
Oh,
Wow.
So he's moving into 2T claws,
you big.
but he's 10 months. So
That's
Wow.
normal. That is normal.
for him, it's
Yeah. Those were bigger.
yeah.
And he's a boy.
Yeah, but she's not very big.
Oh, you say hi to Layla.
Want to say hi? You like that? Did you make a friend?
Good girl, Layla.
Oh,
They're both scared of each
I
other.
just love this
at
little
first.
outfit. She's so
Ah.
cute.
The barrier a lot of times causes the same effect as tension on the leash.
Yeah.
Remember when we talked about that? It's almost like this weird, even with invisible fences, okay? So like an invisible fence barrier, a lot of times dogs know that they have to stop at that barrier, but then it's almost like it creates this tension because they just want to get to that dog that's on the other side of it. And even though it's not a physical fence, it still is a barrier. And it's like crazy how barrier reactivity still is very real. And the invisible fence, she's trying to invite her to play. Do you see her? Get her, Maya. You see her? You see
Maya's
her?
like, no, I've seen what she's like. I'm
Yeah.
She's
All
like, I
right.
got 5 minutes of exercise, I'm done for
Right?
now.
So,
So fun.
so talking about leveling up, when these guys are let outside and they go greet each other at the fence, when they do good, you pay them. When they do awful, then you just say, or something really calm, and you do a level 3 correction, okay? Because that's a target behavior. So if their baseline is, what was hers? An 8?
Hers is, yeah,
An 8, hers is a 7. So you would both level up to level 3 correction, and you would go, no, tap, 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 until they're out, okay? And then when they decide that they want to be good together, and they walk over and they say, sorry for barking at me. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry for being good. You know, it's like that's what I'm looking at. That's perfect. And what will probably happen is they'll probably
Levi.
go down on the
Levi.
fence line with
Levi.
each other, and you know, just be.
Oh my
Camera
goodness.
shy. Look at him. He's so precious.
Hi, Giselle.
yeah, he's been trying to eat noses lately.
Very good.
No teeth though. Okay.
What's she doing? What's she
He'll give you a dental exam. He'll do your hair.
Okay, so level 3 for
For a target behavior.
target behavior.
Mhm.
All right, I gotta put you down. You are